Hey, welcome to the update video for Monday, April 14th. It's going up late because I didn't get much done today. Trying to figure out why that is. I think I was kind of dozy. That is partly because I was up a little late last night watching a great Denzel Washington, Tony Scott movie called Man on Fire. If you want to see that slow burn that Denzel and Tony are both so good at, Tony, of course, rest in peace, watch this movie. It's a banger. It's super violent, but really emotionally satisfying, in my opinion. Excellent movie. Anyway, I was up late watching with my older boys. That movie, it's a movie that I love to watch with my kids as they get older and get interested in movies like that. So that's why I'm tired. So here's the update on last week. I didn't get any of that stuff done. I prioritized trying to edit those first 4 chapters of Worlds Apart and found that they just weren't good enough. And everything I did, it either made it worse or didn't make it any better. So, but I tried for 2 full days trying to see if I could salvage these recordings. And I should have given up after the first couple of hours. So I've got to re-record those. And that was kind of demotivating, actually. Realizing that I have to re-record 4 full chapters. So that kind of threw me. And then, just kind of other things throughout the week happened. So I actually didn't get much done. Let's see, what did I do? My website's up, and it looks really good, jg.nathan.com. And that is actually it. I didn't really do much of anything else. It felt like a kind of a break week, which felt good, but I should have done more. So today we'll call it a break day, and this week has to be intense. So I'm going to have all the same commitments. I'm going to see if I can get another reader or 2 for +1 before I publish it. +1, I'm going to see if I can get it up for pre-order, although I'm not going to push pre-orders very hard, by the end of the week. And then that way it'll have the actually go live date by, I think, not this coming Friday, the 19th, but the next one, the 26th, probably. So it's a little late. I don't care. It's okay. The deadlines are all created by me, and I'm just trying to keep myself functioning and productive, and that's fine. Sometimes things just don't work out for any number of reasons, energy reasons and stuff and so on. So, we're going to say the 26th is the launch date now for +1. It's going to be good. I'll continue to record Worlds Apart. I will do those chapters tomorrow. I'm going to just get them all done tomorrow, and then I'm going to sit down and I'm going to edit everything I have to make sure I've got it right and that it's sounding right. I'm going to try one new thing tomorrow as I record, and if it works, great, it'll help. And if not, I know what I'm doing, so it's okay. Other than that, just learn about the Ingram Spark Draft to Digital and Findaway voices, make sure I'm ready to go to use those things, and a couple just kind of commentary things. So we create because we love it. And we create, I'm going to speak mostly specifically to writers, but we do create because we love it. Everybody's a creative person, even if they're not Etsy creative or publishing stories or writing stories creative. There's all kinds of ways to be creative. One of the things that I do to be creative is I cook. And so I like to cook interesting food and try new things. That's fun. It's really very satisfying to me to cook good food, even if it's very simple fare. But I also have gardening and landscaping that I do. So here's what I have to buckle up for. So summer's coming, and we are somewhat revamping our garden to be less work intensive because it's been kind of a lot of work. But at the same time, we have a very ambitious front yard project that we need to do, as well as a backyard project that isn't as urgent but does need to be done. And to have a whole to-do list up here on my whiteboard, which I'm not going to show you. It's scary, but scary long. And I need to actually write a brand new to-do list because these are big projects, and I've got a laundry list of smaller projects I need to do. So, but I actually need to do them. So here's what's happening. I'm going to finish recording Worlds Apart. I'm going to finish recording. I'm going to do Carry Your Heart. I'm going to get those edited, and then I'm going to get them submitted. And the processing time at ACX, which is Audible, the back end of Audible, takes about 3 to 4 weeks. Takes a long time. But I expect that those books should be live by around June, if not a little earlier, certainly no later than the 1st of June. So I'll get those at least recorded and out of my hands, my part done. And then I will also at the same time be launching the 3 romance books. That's what I'm going to focus on. For creative new stuff, I am going to actually continue to do a bit of free writing on the thriller, but I'm also going to be doing it's time for me to stop being afraid of doing my science or my fantasy series, my Dragon Scale Posse series. So I'm going to buckle down and I'm going to get the outline done. And but I have to do these things around the house and to prepare the garden and do the front yard. I have to prioritize that. So I'm probably going to take, let's see, it is the middle of April. I will probably have the recording done by the second week of May, if not earlier. But in the recording and the launching of book, I have to prioritize a couple of full days of yard work and housework. So that's just going to happen. This is what happens when you have a lot of things that you do. You have a big family, you have a home, you have got to upkeep things. We've also got some financial things to do to plan for our future. So there's a lot of other stuff that has to be balanced properly. So I hope that you'll understand what I'm saying when I say we're all creative beings and that we have other creative things that we do outside of maybe the art that we're working on. And I hope that you will understand that that is the case for you. Everybody. We have many things that are pulling us, priorities. And I know that there's this common, it's not so brief, is it anymore? There's this common kind of idea or success coaching principle where you have to go hard and be singularly focused. If you want real, true, serious success, this has to be your focus. And that's true. And I do want some pretty solid success from my writing. But I am not interested in neglecting other important things to me. I'm not interested in neglecting my family, my home, the yard work that I love to do, that it's just piling up and I really have to do it. I don't want to neglect those things. I like doing those things. And we don't need to feel guilty about sometimes setting aside the art or even our focus, the startup that we're working on, or our career to do the other things that are important to us. Our identity is not our career. And our identity is also not really our art. Our identity is not our front yard. It's not our front door. It's not the cool flowers that we can grow. Our identity is the sum of the choices that we make and the fact that we are, as you know, that I believe this and know this fully, we are children of God. That's who we really are. My identity has never been my career that I had or anything like that. But, you know, people, of course, the first thing they ask when they are getting to know you, well, what do you do? What I do is I father and I husband and I human, but I also do create art. So that was my rambling. I hope you've enjoyed my rambling video and the fact that I had a completely unproductive week last week, except for realizing that I was really freaking things up with my audio and need to go a little bit simpler. You guys are rad. You keep doing what you're doing. My Patreon's live. If you want to jump over there and help me out there, that'd be great. If you like these videos, if you're enjoying this window into an author who's at the age of 50 trying to go hard and really make this work, share it with other people. Maybe it's interesting for other people. If you want to watch some cool videos about interesting tidbits, go to my Jared Garrett's Cool Stuff channel. I think I'll link it down below again. I do tidbits on really interesting information, words, language, history. I did a one on music on my favorite band, Big Country, last week. It's doing pretty well. Anyway, thanks again for all your following along and your support, and I'll see you next time.